Hi all of you. I am Meena and I welcome you all to CEE. This is the Center for Environment Education Ahmedabad campus. We are in the middle of Ahmedabad city and very close to SG Highway. And I'm here with my friend Jairaj to take you on a small tour of our campus. We are a 15-acre haven of plants, trees, animals and all those things around. So I will take you around and show you a part of our campus. And to begin with, I would like to introduce you to a banyan tree. This is the first tree that was planted on this campus by our great scientist Vikram Sarabhai. And when I say that this is the first tree planted, you might see that you say this is a forest and how do you plant? So to go back to the history, this campus had no trees. It was just barren. When we get back to my office, I will show you a map which shows how this campus looked 35 to 40 years back. It was almost barren with no trees, no plants, nothing. So everything that we're going to show you around is planted. So just to tell you that an urban greening is possible, that we can from nothing, we can build a forest. So come, let's have a look around the campus. Years back when we acquired this land and we began to start our offices here, we do not have a proper fencing around and all that. So I remember hearing this story from my director, Mr. Karthikeya Sarabhai, that since there were no proper fencing here, Rabaris used to bring their cattle to this campus. So they used to graze, and that was maybe also one of the reasons that no trees picked up in this campus. So when the team, Sarabhai and his team, they had a talk with these Rabaris, requesting them that they should not take their cattle into the campus. One reason mainly they came was there was water, lot of water in this campus, so there was a source of water for them. So there was a understanding between the people in the organization and the Rabaris that they can come in, take water, but they don't take their cattle, bring their cattle into the campus, because we are going to start this plantation and all those things. So just that word of understanding, the Rabaris, they agreed. They had a small discussion around and they came back and they agreed that they will not get the cattle into this campus. And that is how they come, they take water and they go, but from then they never allowed cattle in this campus. So you can see just by a word of understanding between people can actually also make them part of such a great movement. Next is the highest point of this campus. So there is something interesting about it. This highest point that I'm going to take you is actually, it was also the highest point in Ahmedabad once. But now we are no more the highest point. You'll be surprised when I say which is the highest point in Ahmedabad now. It is actually our Pirana Hills, where the landfill, where we dump our waste. So now you can see that how the waste and human-made hill has become taller than this natural landscape. So here we are, where we are heading is a highest point of our campus. So one important thing that we must also consider when we look into greening a space is also what type of species or what type of saplings, trees we choose for such an initiative. Here if you see to my left, here is the tamarind. If you see towards my right, I have here the neem tree, and in front here is an asopala. So these species, if you see, are species that are actually seen around for hundreds of years in India itself. These are the species that are indigenous, they say, that belongs to India. So because these type of trees, what happens is they are native and they know they are very to the plants and the birds and other insects and all these things are also to the soil and the water table and all those things. So it is very important that we consider. So when we bring in an alien or an exotic species from outside, what happens is it might be a competition to our own species. So it is very important that we consider that we more go to native species when we start with such an initiative. So that is very much considered in this campus. When you see around, you will see most of the species that you see around will be that belongs to this region itself. So usually what happens is we people in city, we do have this tendency of looking at trees as a commercial commodity. So we see it as something to make furniture like teak or mahogany. These trees are always seen as a commercial property. But in a campus like this, when you see the birds around, or when you see the squirrels, the insects, and everything, we will see that this is not just a commodity, it is actually life in itself. You can see this campus itself, if you see, supports more than hundreds of birds, from tailor bird to sunbird to here. If you see this tree here, that whole there, last year we had a flameback woodpecker nesting there, and the badam tree there, we have every year 2 owlets come there to nest. So this is not only just a tree there just standing, but this is actually supporting a lot of life around. And because of these aspects also, and this great biodiversity here in this campus, we have students from Ahmedabad, and also students from other states also who come to Ahmedabad to visit our campus for nature trails, and they come here for bird watching, they come here for photography workshops. So if you see this lawn here, this is one of the favorite place when small kids come here for nature trail. They play around here a lot. So this is one of their favorite place as well. So it is very important, and in an urban place, if you see that we say the common house sparrow is now missing, you no more get to see them in urban spaces and all that. That is mainly because of, could be pollution, could be the number of buildings that have come up and all that. So such green spaces spread around the city would really help these birds to also have a habitat and also we coexist with them. Talking about biodiversity here, you can see that even this fallen tree, while I took you around, you might have seen 2-3 trees that we also saw which has fallen. So it's a natural process actually. So it's not nothing to worry, because everything has its own lifespan. So if you see this fallen tree itself, this itself is an ecosystem by itself. If you see, you can see here, I don't know if it is properly visible, you can see an ant hill here. They have made it house, and when rainy season, when you come, you can see many mushrooms here, millipedes and other small insects, and all that thrive in this region. So this provides a habitat, food and other things for these organisms as well. So even this tree, a fallen tree itself, is also very important that it supports life. And this campus, starting from not only these insects, this holes also, we also have snakes in our campus. So you will see we have kept the skin here, which we got years back, and also you will see there are rat snakes, there is one cobra in our campus, there are monitor lizards in this campus. So all these organisms you will see around here, which all survive together, and we all humans also, we come here to office every day to work, so we sometimes get to see them. So there is no disturbance either to them or to us. So we all have learned to coexist over the period of time. One more, we have our own team who maintains this campus as well. So it is very important that we, because summer, it is very hot here in Ahmedabad. So it is also important that especially when we begin with the plantation, or when the trees reach certain age also, we that maintain it properly. So we can see that we do have a good maintenance system here. The trees are maintained, new species are introduced every year. So this happens. And one more thing is, when you have such a habitat, the important thing, you will be I'd like to tell you this, when rain comes, no water from this campus goes waste. So all these roots also help in it to get this water to the ground table. And also we have a rainwater harvesting unit where all this water are channeled there, and it is saved. And across the year, we do not need municipal water supply or anything, the water from this ground itself supports all this life that you see around. So it is also this type of vegetation also helps it helps in mitigating climate change, it helps in water conservation. So all these aspects are also covered with such greening. So where we are standing now is mostly the building part of our campus where our offices are. So you'll see that even these are being built with so much of caution so that no trees are disturbed. So if you see that every point, if you see this particular tree here, or if you see those trees there, so if you see the building has gone around the trees, it's not that you cut the tree to make the building stand. So if you see, these are examples. If you can see behind also here, you can see how this neem tree is being taken care of. Another, and my colleague will show you inside also how the trees, the building have taken turns around the trees and no trees are cut down for these buildings to be constructed here. This is just a map prepared by one of our interns years back of the campus flora. You will see the number of species that were in the campus. Now we have much more actually. This was prepared in 2014. So as I told you also that not only outside the building, even inside, you will see that we have taken a lot of care that the trees are protected when the building was made. So this is an example here. So this is the photograph or the aerial map that I was referring to in the beginning. That in 1985 how this campus looked, how barren it was, and now we just had a look around how it looks now. So I'll also show you how the growth has taken place. We have such aerial maps of different years. So you will see how this greening has slowly enhanced or has grown over time and how it currently looks. So I welcome you all, saying this, I welcome you all to this Green in Ahmedabad program. So we now know the importance of greening. Why is it important? It's important for climate change, it is important for water conservation, it is important for conserving biodiversity, and it's actually look for controlling our pollution. So in many ways such greening initiative will help the urban population a lot. So I welcome you all to this program. So you are now getting a chance to see how Ahmedabad green spaces can be improved. So all the best to all of you. Thank you.
40 years ago, we started under this peepal tree, the tree of learning and enlightenment. Over these years, we have planted many seeds of innovative ideas. Today, with a team of over 400 committed professionals spread across India and partnerships across the world, there is a new vigor, passion and new dreams